we get him going. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the TD Report. We're in a couple of different spots tonight. I'm at El Sapo in Silver Spring, Maryland. Big TK, he's at the crib. We
What's
are
up?
waiting on Jody. Jody's
Are
going
we
to join
live
us
now?
tonight. What's that?
Are we live? Are we live?
We are live.
We are live. What's up, baby?
Yes, we are live, TK.
All
So
right.
we're waiting on Jody to join us. We're going to have Jody Coleman's going to talk with us a little bit Senior Bowl. He's down there in Mobile, having himself a good time, checking out some of the players. And hopefully he's got some names for us. You know, usually Devin at our production meetings provides us with a lot of names of guys to watch. But Jody is our boots on the ground, man. And this is a big deal for us here on the TD Report, having somebody actually live at the Senior Bowl. So you've seen it here. We've been at the draft. We were at the draft, what was that, Vegas?
Vegas last year.
Vegas. We were in the war rooms. We are at the Senior Bowl, and we've got so much more going on for us here at the TD Report. It's going to be a great year, TK. 2023 is going to be our year. So while we're waiting on Jody to sign on, let's talk about some stuff real quick. Sean Payton, he is going to do the Denver Broncos thing. He has signed with the Denver Broncos. The deal's been made. They have moved the draft picks, whatever they had left, empty bag of Doritos, a broken pager, whatever they can do to put together to get this deal to work, they got it to work. So the question is, can he fix Russell Wilson? Can Sean Payton fix what ails Russell Wilson? Because it doesn't look like the same guy that he was 6 or 7 years ago in Seattle.
I think that Russell Wilson has kind of the same stature as Drew Brees. So I think if he can cater to what Russ does well, the read option, a little RPO game, stuff that he does well, and focus on what he does well, and stop trying to make him something he's not. I think it's going to work for them. They got a pretty good defense, so I think it was a good pick by them.
At this stage in his career, is Russell Wilson a two-read quarterback now? 2 reads and run.
No, I think the offense that he's going to get, he's going to make sure he get that ball out of his hand.
1 read.
Get it out of his hand. And roll. Make him make good decisions. He knows what the defense is. Give him the right read, right thing, put him in the right position. I think Russell Wilson is going to be like night and day next year. Coaching does matter. You know, when people say, "Oh, coaching doesn't matter," yeah, coaching matters, man.
Coaching matters a lot. Quarterback play matters. Also, ownership matters, Tony. You know, we have talked a lot in production about how ownership matters. Hey, Tommy Johnson, where you at? We need to get Tommy on the show. I want to talk to Tommy about some of this. I'm going to bring up some of his points. Do you think quarterbacks get too much credit or too much blame for losses, too much credit for wins?
Both. That comes with the position. You're going to get too much credit, and you're going to get too much blame. Look at Dak Prescott. He is the poster child for someone who gets credit when they win, but he gets all the blame when they lose. And I mean, that's the job that you signed up for. I mean, what we arguing about? I mean, you need him though. You need that guy. I mean, if you don't have that guy, you're not winning.
Well, let's continue this conversation. Let's talk about the quarterback situation in Washington. Now, here in Washington, the Washington Commanders are looking at, number one, a potential ownership change that could happen in anywhere from the next 90 to 180 days, 3 months to 6 months. We think that the Washington Commanders are going to get a new owner. That's the top of the pyramid. But then you move down and then you look, they have a coach-centric platform under the current regime with Ron Rivera. But now they need an offensive coordinator. Are the Washington Commanders going to promote from within, bring in a guy, say someone like Ken Zampese or someone like that, to run their offense, or are they actually going to hire outside of the organization? Let's start there.
I mean, how can someone hire someone if you don't know if you're going to be there?
Thank you. That's my point exactly. That's the piece that I don't get, Tony. I don't understand how you hire somebody on what amounts to a short-term basis. Because listen, if I pay $7 billion, if I pay $7 billion, I'm changing the name of the team. Number one, changing the name. Number two, I'm getting a general manager, a proven winner, a general manager. I'm going to get me the next Bobby Beathard. Okay. And by the way, tonight's show is dedicated to Mr. Bobby Beathard, late of the Washington Redskins dynasty. He's the one that kicked it off. He is the general manager behind the 17-0 Miami Dolphins. He built that team too.
He was the
And
player
then
personnel.
player
He was the
personnel.
player personnel, but that team was built before him. But he was the player personnel for that year and the
He
next year.
managed it.
Mm-hmm.
He learned what he learned what he learned there, brought it to Washington, built a dynasty, a mini dynasty that was only rivaled in the 80s by the 49ers. You could say that the Washington Redskins could have been the team of the 80s if it weren't for the 49ers.
Yeah,
You
if it
can
weren't
make
for the
that argument.
49ers, you're right.
If it weren't for the 49ers. And on top of that, those Washington teams, one time they did cost the 49ers a shot at the Super Bowl because Washington did take them out. So you look at what Bobby Beathard did here, who he hired and brought in as coaches. A great coaching staff. Joe Gibbs, Hall of Fame coach. Won 3 Super Bowls with 3 different quarterbacks. Now, two of those Super Bowls were under Beathard. The other one was under Charlie Casserly, but the die had been cast. The formula was working, okay? And people seem to forget Bobby Beathard built these teams in Washington while Bill Parcells was in New York building what he built with the Giants. And he got them both. Both of those teams thrived and won Super Bowls, multiple Super Bowls during that era. It was a great time for the NFC East. Bobby Beathard will be missed by NFL football, by the Washington franchise, definitely by the San Diego franchise. And I think what he did in San Diego was even more amazing because he took Washington's third-string quarterback and went out to San Diego and recreated the formula again. How crazy is that, TK? Stan Humphrey, stand up, baby.
And took them to the Super Bowl. And
they got there. They got them.
It took one of the greatest teams ever assembled to beat them, but he did take them to the Super Bowl. I mean, being successful in the NFL isn't always about winning the Super Bowl. It's about the success of where you come from and where you're going to.
I agree with you.
Everybody ain't gonna win the Super Bowl. There's only one winner each year. Because you didn't win the Super Bowl don't mean you're not successful. I mean, that's ludicrous.
TK, if you consistently put a decent quarterback, a strong running game, and a great defense on the field, you will win in this league. You will win. I'm not saying you're going to win the Super Bowl every year. You might not win the conference every year, but you will win games. More games in this league are lost than won. Where you lost a game because you decided to go away from your running game much too soon when you should have grinded it out, right? So again, getting back on that Washington Commanders topic, Ron Rivera's been talking to offensive coordinators. The rumor is that he's been talking to Eric Bieniemy. Is that a possibility? Can that happen here? Why would he leave the Chiefs?
Me? I mean, it's just think about it. Why would you go from stability to something that isn't stable? And yeah, you can call plays, but are you going to risk your whole career of calling plays? Being able to say you're going to call plays, the new ownership get there and get rid of everybody. Where are you at now?
Right. So if you're Eric Bieniemy, right now you are getting prepared for another Super Bowl shot. Okay, it would be your third Super Bowl. It would be your third Super Bowl appearance in 4 years, or is it
3 and 4 years?
4 years. Okay. You guys were able to take care of the Cincinnati Bengals. You got that monkey off your back. Got back to the Super Bowl. You're looking at immortality here. Pat Mahomes gets 2 Super Bowls. Pat Mahomes is looking at possibly getting 2 Super Bowls before he's 30.
Yes.
That's a great start. Tom Brady didn't have 2 Super Bowls. Did Tom have 2 Super Bowls before 30?
Yeah,
don't
he
think
had a
so.
couple.
He had a couple.
Yeah, because you got to think about it. Brady had one. He had 1, 2. Yeah, because he won 3 and 4 years.
He had 3 and 4 years.
In
So
the beginning of his career.
if you're Mahomes, you're on pace to do some great things in your career. But you got to get this one here, right?
Yeah, you got to
You
think
know,
Mahomes has only lost to Joe Burrow and Brady
yes, in the postseason.
twice in the postseason.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
And it's pretty incredible.
I
Hey,
mean,
TK, I'm being a little rude to my host. We have Jody yet?
no, I don't. You know, I know he was traveling down there to the to the thing. You know, when we all say let's go Friday night, see if Jody was there or whatever. But I mean, we don't got to go that far.
All right, because
You
I
know,
got to go back to the table, man, because I just stepped out to make sure I got on with you. But listen, if I can, text me again in about 15 or 20 minutes, and I might be able to jump back on.
well, seeing that Jody's not here, and I don't know if Jody's coming on. We just wanted to, you know, kind of tune in and get everybody up to date to where we are.
Appreciate
We'll be
y'all.
back on Monday night. Get ready for Super Bowl week. Let's
And we're
just
doing superlatives. Superlatives on Monday. We're giving
Superlatives
out
Monday
awards.
night. No picks until next Thursday.
Right.
Superlatives Monday night. And we just gonna set the thing and let everybody know what we're doing with the TD report.
I appreciate y'all. Hey, thanks for joining us, Shane. Good stuff, TK.
All right, brother.
Hey, what's up, Alex? What's going on? Hey, what's up?
All right, folks. We'll see you guys Monday night. All right. Later.